You're watching TVC News at 10, reaching you live from our headquarters here in Lagos. We'll begin with the political situation in Niger, where President Bola Tinubu had written the Nigeria Senate seeking the approval for the use of force in Niger. The president said ECOWAS under his leadership condemned the coup in its entirety and resolved to seek the return of the democratically elected government. To restore peace, ECOWAS convened a meeting and came out with a communique with the following resolutions. First is closure and monitoring of all land borders with Niger Republic and reactivating of the border drilling exercise. There is cutting off electricity supply to Niger Republic, mobilizing international support for the implementation of the provisions of ECOWAS communique, preventing the provision, or rather operation of commercial and special flights into and from Niger Republic, and blockade of goods in transit to Niger, especially from Lagos and eastern seaports. Others are embarking on sensitization of Nigerians and Nigerians on the imperative of these actions, particularly via social media and military build-up, as well as deployment of personnel for military intervention to enforce compliance of the military junta in Niger should they remain recalcitrant. Let's now join Femi Akonde, our State House correspondent, who joins me live from Abuja. Femi, the Foreign Affairs Ministry met with the diplomatic community today about the ECOWAS resolution. The Senate is also due to debate these resolutions in the coming legislative date. Talk to us about how much of this the new Minister of Foreign Affairs will be inheriting in the coming days.
Well, if I may, I'm in Gibia in Katsina State. That is 30 kilometers away from Niger Republic. You know, Katsina State and Niger share common boundaries. But while talking about the incoming Minister of Foreign Affairs, a lot will be on his table, especially in helping the country, that is Nigeria, and indeed ECOWAS, chart that diplomatic course to resolving the standoff we have seen in Niger Republic. He would also help in advising President Bola Tinubu and indeed ECOWAS in ways that all of these diplomatic row between ECOWAS, Nigeria and Niger Republic can be resolved. We know that all options are on the table, including the use of force. The defense chiefs of ECOWAS region are already on standby, waiting for directives if the use of force becomes the last resort. But right now, it's still the diplomatic means that are being explored. We know that a delegation was deployed to Niger Republic by President Bola Tinubu in his capacity as the chairman of the ECOWAS heads of states and government. That delegation met with the coup plotters in Niger Republic. Well, they had a closed door talk. We do not know the outcome of that talk, but what we know is that the coup plotters in Niger Republic are still sticking to their guns.
The closure and monitoring of all land borders with Niger Republic is top on the ECOWAS resolution. What are you experiencing? What have you seen where you are, Femi?
That has taken full effect here, especially on the Nigerian side. The Controller General of Customs was at Ilela in Sokoto State, that also shares boundaries with Niger Republic, also at Gibia here in Katsina State, to close the borders. He also interacted with the people around these border communities, explaining to them the reason behind the closure of this border and the need to apply pressure on the government, the military government right now in Niger Republic, to cede power and restore constitutional order. This border closure is already biting hard on the local residents because they trade along these border lines. People travel from Nigeria up to Maradi in Niger Republic to buy grains like beans, and vice versa. People from Maradi in Niger Republic come to Nigeria to buy maize. There's also a thriving business around these border communities. It's also a route for some kind of illegal smuggling, and you know, it's also there's this local economy around these border communities that has been put on hold right now. So a lot of livelihood have been cut off by this enforcement of the border closure. People are now finding it difficult to move into Niger Republic. People who before now would not need passports or some kind of permits to move from one country to the other are now being restricted from crossing to the Nigerian side and also crossing to the Niger side. So this is already taking effect. It's like putting a noose around the neck of the military government of Niger Republic, and ECOWAS is gradually tightening the noose and waiting for the military government in Niger Republic to budge. Nifemi.
Femi Akode live for us at Jibia, a border community with Niger Republic. Good to see you, Femi.